How y'all doing? I'm Chris Egnoto, and you are watching Nature Here and Now. So, get ready for a short minute on the intelligence of Myxomycetes because, holy cow. I know I often revisit Myxomycetes in my videos, but these things are so exciting, I can't help but to share my fascination. Slime molds are very easily mistaken for mushrooms or fungi, but they are not. They are actually terrestrial amoebas classified in the kingdom of protists. Furthermore, they are giant, single-celled organisms that spend most of their life in a tiny slug-like amoeba form, moving about the landscape and feeding. Then, they develop into a plasmodial stage which looks a lot like a network of veins or roadways. What's really amazing about them is they may actually meet up and join with another individual of the same species and exchange memories, and then separate back into their individual selves, but now armed with information and education, if you will, to better survive the world around them. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing the names wrong, but an experiment conducted by David Vogel and Audrey Dusator, where slime molds had to cross a bridge to get access to a food source. Now, sorry I don't have footage of it. However, that bridge was covered with, shall we say, an unpleasant substance, a barrier in a way, and the Myxomycetes had to overcome this. Once these Myxomycetes learned to overcome that barrier, they were taken from the maze and introduced to other Myxomycetes that had not yet navigated the mazes nor encountered the barriers. Well, what happened was they exchanged information. The incredible thing is, the new Myxomycetes that had not yet gone through the maze or encountered these barriers simply crossed right over them as if they had done it 100 times before, because they were armed with that information from the previous Myxomycetes that just learned how to tolerate that barrier and cross over it. That is extremely fascinating stuff. I'm sure you've all heard about the experiment by Japan, kudos to them, where they basically recreated the rail network of Tokyo and even included impassable barriers such as mountains and buildings and introduced the slime molds. Now, there were food sources placed at the different hubs, for lack of better words, and they just let the Myxomycetes have at it. Well, within less than 2 days, it was like 28 hours, the slime molds basically improved the efficiency of the rail system. They found the food sources and then created a network where it was a lot more efficient to get from point A to point B and saved a bit of time. Whereas something that took humans years and years and years, it took the slime mold less than 30 hours. Even more excitingly, there was a person that basically mapped out their local IKEA store and introduced the slime mold to that map. And within just a short amount of time, the slime mold found the fastest route out of the store, an escape route, if you will. And it's just really cool. I mean, think about the applications, the possibilities of doing such things. This is called biomimicry, and scientists worldwide are starting to look into this to find more efficient ways and better solutions to problems we face at hand. Keep in mind the fact that having maps and different navigating points, when you introduce more and more points, those things become extremely complicated for humans to find the most efficient ways. So much so that we have computers with extremely elaborate programming to help us find the most efficient, solutions to these navigating points. Whereas Myxomycetes can do so in just a matter of 1 or 2 days. I mean, amazing. Just the simple fact that Myxomycetes can meet up, join, and then exchange memories and information, yet they have no brains, no neurons whatsoever, I just find simply, for lack of better words, mind-blowing. This is a form of intelligence that our intelligence has yet to understand, and it's very inspiring. I kind of remember a couple years ago where I found this article where these people had created a maze and introduced food sources and then threw in some hazards, I think in the form of electronic stimuli, and then, introduced it to a Myxomycete. Eventually, this Myxomycete found the most efficient way through the maze to get to the food sources, while at the same time avoiding the hazards. Then that slime mold or Myxomycete was introduced to another one which consumed it, and that new one then knew its way through the maze. I've tried to look that article back up and I can't find it anywhere else. Maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe it was just these two slimes got together and exchanged the memories and information. But, you know, it just goes to show that these things are really fascinating. Keep in mind that Myxomycetes are basically single-celled amoeba. They might be very large, you know, with tons of nuclei, but they are still a single cell. What's really cool about these things is they actually perform acts of altruism, where certain individuals will actually sacrifice themselves so that other cells, other individuals, may be able to live on and reproduce. They basically take one for the team so that the species as a whole can live on and prosper. I am in love with Myxomycetes. They're so incredibly fascinating, and I really wish that my brain was smart enough to really understand and remember more of what I read about these things, because they are so cool. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you not only hit that like button, but definitely subscribe to my channel, because, well, for lack of better words, it helps my channel to prosper and better enables me to be able to come out, explore, and document beautiful habitats and landscapes such as the one I'm in right now, and then bring the footage home and spend countless hours editing the footage in order for you to watch videos such as this one right here. And believe me, I often procure many cuts, scrapes, and the occasional Lyme disease producing such videos, but it's all worth it. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm Chris Egnoto, and I'll see you in my next video on nature, here and now. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Not right now. I'm waiting for somebody. Not right now. But I just want to talk. No, not right now. Sorry, busy. How you doing? You gotta go. Okay.